And this Colombian team has really dominated this particular competition here this week. The three of them won the team title here early in the week.
Alejandra Usquiano.
What do you think makes them so strong?
I think having Sarah, who is such a good archer, must give them that extra confidence. You know, if she can do it, then why wouldn't they be able to do it too?
I guess it's all about creating competition within the team, isn't it?
Yeah, she will be pushing them to get better results. She is the woman to beat, and they have to shoot against her every time they play at home. That will automatically raise their level.
So Nora Valdez to go first.
Six.
So an early 6 for Valdez as they try and judge the wind and the conditions with their early arrows.
9.
Excellent 9.
9.
Valdez compensating then for the breeze after her first arrow.
8. 10.
Our first 10 of the match for Nora Valdez. Eight or more
9.
to go ahead and gets the 9. So Usquiano, after the first end, has a point advantage.
They were shooting, you know, well for the conditions. I think Nora's first arrow is a long way out because it's different than when she was practicing. She had to wait for like 10 minutes before coming in, and you know, the wind seemed to be so strong that you have no idea before you shoot that first arrow.
Resultado oficial: Alejandra Usquiano 26 puntos, Nora Valdez 25 puntos. Official results: Alejandra Usquiano 26 points, Nora Valdez 25 points.
So N2, early days in this second semi-final.
Yep. 9.
At the end, I have the last word in my house. Yes, sweetie. Yes, sweetie.
9.
Matched by a 9 from Usquiano. But what about styles? I mean, they're in the same team, they share coaches.
They all shoot the same type release 8, so they all have a thumb trigger. Usquiano looks more like she's commanding the shot and deciding when it's gonna go off.
8.
Whereas the other look more smooth with the trigger.
9.
Apart from Valdez's first arrow, they've been pretty consistent, haven't they? A 10. Oh, that's just about a 5.
M possible 5.
The total
Miss
48 to 52, so now Valdez takes the lead by 4.
Yeah, she's taking her cap off because you could see it move on her head while at full draw. That's, you know, that's not what you want. You don't want anything else to disturb you. The wind isn't off.
A lot of smiles. Just get the feeling they're enjoying themselves out here this morning.
Yeah, and you know, there's nothing else you can do. You can't, you know, you're not in charge of the wind, so you have to accept it and try and do the best you
Resultado
can.
parcial oficial: Alejandra Usquiano 48 puntos, Nora Valdez
And,
52
you know,
puntos.
keeping a
Official
positive
results,
attitude
Alejandra
is going to
Usquiano
help
48
you
points,
shoot better.
Nora Valdez 52 points.
Little flags on the targets. Next time we get that shot, you can see how erratic the wind is and how strong it is too. So Usquiano shoots first for the first time in this match.
8 posible 9, 8 possible 9. Yes, 10. Yes, 10. 9, 9.
So it's a 9 from Usquiano, bringing her total to 75.
Yes.
Valdez stretches that lead now to 81.
I think starting the end in the lead gave her that extra confidence she needed to just, you know, accept the wind and shoot her usual shot.
Well, Valdez started with that shaky 6, didn't she? But after that, she has found consistency and built and built and built, and now has, well, a very good lead of 6.
It's comfortable, but in those conditions, anything can happen within the next 6 hours.
So our trailing archer goes first, Usquiano on 75.
Ocho, 8. Yes, 10. 10.
10 from Usquiano. The problem for her though is that Valdez is just matching her. She's in real form at the moment.
9.
Seems to have found her flow.
Yeah, except from her first arrow, she hasn't made any mistakes so far.
9.
It's just a question of how big a lead Valdez will have at the end of this 4th end.
7. 7.
It's actually dropped, so 102 to 107 with 1 end to go. But as you say, in these conditions, Usquiano just, all she can do is focus, you know, on her own play, on her own shooting, and just hope that that gust of wind will come and upset Valdez, knock her from her perch.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Focus on your own arrows and try and make the best shot you can at that moment with that wind,
Resultado parcial
pushing you
oficial,
around.
Alejandra Usquiano 102 puntos.
Tell us
Nora
about the
Valdez 107
setup on these
puntos.
bows.
Official results,
So they
Alejandra
both have
Usquiano 102
a
points.
similar
Nora
setup
Valdez,
with like the back
107
bar
points.
being kicked out to the left with quite heavy weights. They look like they have matching setups and could, swap bows.
So the two of them probably work together on the setup of their bows.
10.
Maybe, or
10.
maybe it's a coach's choice.
Well, they're set up pretty well right now because they're scoring well.
8. 8.
Just 3 points between them now. That's
5.
That's what the wind can do for you, and it's frustrating. She's been smiling, but you could just see how frustrated she was. She could just catch a glimpse of maybe getting back into it,
10.
but that has all but ended her chances. So 8 in it.
8. 8.
So Nora Valdez
10.
takes it 135 to 125 and goes through to the final to face her teammate Sarah Lopez. And a really confident performance.
Yes, she did. She did really well with only 3 arrows outside of the yellow. In such conditions,
Ganadora
it's,
de la,
a very good score.
del segundo partido de
It's
semifinal,
only 1 point
Nora Valdez
off,
de Colombia.
Sarah's score,
Para disputar la medalla
the
de
final
oro.
is gonna
Winner
be
of this
very
second
interesting to watch.
semifinal match, Nora Valdez from Colombia, is going for the gold medal match. Alejandra Usquiano pasará a disputar la medalla de bronce. Alejandra Usquiano will be going for the bronze medal.
So, will we see a podium entirely made up of Colombian archers? It's Usquiano who will decide that in her match against Esmeralda Sanchez. And it's a quick turnaround, so how much of a disadvantage is that to Usquiano, who's just finished this semi-final, to roll straight into the bronze medal match?
You can be in 2 different mindsets. Either you're so disappointed in yourself you can't pick yourself up for the next match, or it gives you a boost and you're gonna give it everything you have.